This is Erwin Boss. He's the head of sales and customer success at Paragone, which is now spelt properly behind us. Yep.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about why more and more brands are shifting their ad spend to social. As I've been saying earlier, the question app is a bit questionable. But seriously, just come and sit there. We'll do the questions and a little chat at the end. Over to you, Erwin.
All right. Well, thank you very much for attending. So my name effectively is Erwin Boss. I work for Paragone, and Paragone is a platform that allows you to monitor all your ad spend on all the social networks throughout, find the bottlenecks in your digital value chain, starts predicting the potential success and performance of your campaigns, and basically through AI and learning makes you take decisions and act in real time to make sure that your campaigns are doing the right thing. So today's title I've chosen is Stop Crunching It and Start Crushing It. This is obviously related to data. So first, give a quick sort of trailer of what we are. Right, so after this quick introduction, it's now time to dive into it a little bit deeper. So we've taken the e-commerce as a sort of a leading platform for why are we doing what we are doing. So we've seen a lot of consumers lately moving from a sort of a more brick and mortar to a digitalized version. So roughly 61% of the people that are actually on the internet are using a digital way of finding the best potential for their brands and connecting with brands. The spend has dramatically increased over the last couple of years. Fashion is one of the verticals that is really working fantastically in this domain. And as you can see, in terms of the amount of stores, the digital stores represent 27% of the entire market share in terms of what the currently business is. So it's clearly necessary for you, if you're thinking about digitalization of your product, to have better insights and better ideas on how to do it. So if we drill that down a little bit deeper, you can actually see that the global ad spend has been fairly substantial in 2020 and will increase almost threefold up to 2027. So we have noticed a trend that roughly 78% of the B2C CMOs are now actively shifting their budget to social. So this is not something that people are thinking about. This is an active movement, and there's no way you can deny the usage of it. So if we're then looking at the companies, what do companies need to be doing? So first of all, they need to look at performance. They really need to look on and focus on performance. What is the best performance they can get out of their campaigns? In addition, they need to start working multi-channel. That means that we have to enter into new channels. We have to try to do different channels as much as possible. And then in parallel, we need to improve our return on ad spend. This is something which has become more and more sort of relevant for teams now, and therefore we need to have teams that are actually be able to work with this sort of shift in thinking and be able to move us forward. So hiring the right staff is an essential part of it. So if we then move forward, we actually see there is a massive amount of data available, and people are just basically spending or almost wasting the time on crunching the data because they don't know necessarily how to do that. So clearly they need to have the help of something or someone to find some type of and would you say, assistance in the process to make sure that the data they're actually getting is the data they need to make sure that they can take it to the next level. So obviously, there must be some kind of way out of here, as they would tend to say, and we as Paragone have taken the road of giving you that solution. So there are a matter of ways of looking at Paragone. So first of all, we are be able to enable you to take faster decisions. So we are taking care of all the data crunching that you're doing. We can automate that, we can put rules in there, we can put labeling in there, so make it very granular, and basically do a deep dive on everything what you're doing, and within literally seconds for any type of platform, get you all the data that you need, start thinking about what you want to do with it, and move forward. So we've got a couple of insights integrated there. There's the insight, it's called probability. So what is the probability of you hitting your KPIs in the coming 10 days, which is really valuable. And we use a sort of a platform overview that works as a traffic light system, in which green obviously means you're on the right track, orange requires your attention, and red really requires your attention because something is going seriously wrong. Taking that a step further, you want to connect it back to your business objectives. So companies want to do that in a very granular way, so they can take that from media type to ad set and ad level. You can connect it back to CPC, CPA. You can have lots of different KPIs in there to actually connect it in such a way that it is relevant for you and that you'll be able to measure all these KPIs and make sure that you're going to hit your goals as you are intended to do so. Going then to the smarter actions. If you have a team that has a lot of smart people in there and they are trying to save time with Paragone already and getting the right information, it's also very helpful to have AI recommendations. So we have an AI tool integrated in there, which is going to help you give AI recommendations. And these recommendations are based on everything that you're currently doing, very much in detail. Gives you the opportunity to analyze these recommendations, hover over it and see which part is sort of necessary for you and which part you can ignore, and then leaves you the decision to actually accept these actions or basically ignore them if you don't think they're relevant. That's a very important thing for you, and that's kind of giving you the extra sort of human capital within your team to make things go forward a little bit quicker and better. And then it gives you kind of a situation where before APM, which we call actionable performance monitoring, you were probably using a lot of spreadsheets with a lot of information, a lot of people were working in it and not really connecting. So with APM, first of all, visually it looks a lot better. It's very intuitive, so it's easy for you to use. It gives you all the data. And really within a couple of minutes in the morning when you open up your laptop, you see the status of every campaign and you can then filter it out per department, per product, per country, or as deep as you want to go, you can use it within the system. So that's obviously potentially a time saver and also a life saver. So if I need to sum up what we are, so we are a proprietary cloud platform. So 3 words I can give to you today, and if it's with regards to the presentation that you'll bring home, is that we monitor, we predict, and we act. So we give you the opportunity to be integrated with all the relevant social media networks. We obviously integrated also with the likes of Adjust, AppsFlyer, and Mode, for instance, and give you the opportunity to collaborate on a local level, international level, smaller teams, share presentations, share reporting, automate the tedious task that takes up a lot of time, predict the performance, use the auto labeling to really be very relevant for your specific product, customize it because everything you do can be customized and put in specific dashboards, and use the data model to help you crunch that data much faster. So what are the takeaways? Well, for me, basically, it's basically you need to stop crunching. You need to have a tool that's going to help you to get all the relevant data, give you all the right initiatives and ideas to actually move forward. It's not a question of anymore like how did you get here, but it's where you want to go. That's what we are going to help you with. So we are kind of being your sort of your life assistant in that matter, and all in real time, obviously. So you can crush it with the right tool, gain insights that you probably haven't spotted before, which is obviously very, very important, and kind of bridge the gap to your executive management within your team. You can share the reporting and better organize yourself and basically take back control of your paid social and paid search strategy. So again, the last and final point with regards to that, 3 points: we monitor, we predict, and we act. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Erwin.
I have no concept of time because I couldn't
No,
talk.
well, you've absolutely nailed it. Bang on
Okay,
time.
all right.
If anyone does have any questions,
Don't be shy.
I've got a quick one for you.
Sure.
Do you push this product primarily towards agencies, or is it something brands could use as well?
Yes. So I would say roughly 30% of who we deal with is agencies. They're very substantial agencies with like 200 brands or more, but we can do smaller agencies as well. The rest is almost everything is direct brands. We do have like a hybrid model where we work with agencies, but we're actually for a specific brand. So we sign a deal with the brand, and then the brand says, fantastic, but then move it on to our agency.
Because I can imagine a product like this makes agencies look good because they're not dealing with their spreadsheets anymore.
Absolutely, it's time saver for them. They can create some fantastic reports. They can go very granular, and they can use it for all the brands they have. So for them, it's something, a real time saver and sometimes a life saver.
I've been having a quick look, and the dashboard looks really very simple to use. Yeah. So for brands first time brands going into DTC, that sort of thing, very useful for them.
Yeah, and I think if you compare us to some of our frenemies, if you would say so, or some of the native platforms, I think our deployment takes about 2 to 3 weeks. For some of the other platforms, takes about 6 months. So it's very intuitive, it's very easy. Plugging in your ad accounts takes about 15 minutes to do so. Obviously, there's a proper implementation and onboarding system, and we've got a sales enablement to help you out. So it's pretty straightforward, and a lot of people within a couple of weeks start using it and start building their own dashboards and personalize it completely to their line of work.
Well, that's excellent. Guys, please show appreciation for Erwin from Paragone.
Thank you.